Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Vilapa Kusumanjali, Shri Vilapa Kusumanjali, verse 39. O Mriga Shabakshi, fawn-eyed girl, when can I beautify your chin, that is the abode of Mukunda's bliss, with a drop of musk? During a transcendental vision, Sri Raghunath in Svarupa Vesh hangs disc-shaped hairpins above Srimati's ears, and now he proceeds by placing a musk drop on her chin.
This musk drop on chin is a black, and it looks also nice when there is a white complexion and something is black. This golden shining Swamini, when the black is coming on the chin, means he is very near to Swami. This is the feeling to give the manjaris, they put the black spot. It looks also nice to Swami because she is the golden, and one black spot makes more shining the circumstance. एक माला हुआ रहा है महाराज कुर्सी रखो पीछे. So this is the black spot in the chin of Swami. यहाँ कुर्सी.
When this vision disappears, Raghunath Das laments. The pain of separation that a Jata Prema devotee, a devotee whose love for Krishna has awakened, feels is very intense, no doubt.
Again.
The pain.
Maharaj, Jai Jai.
Jai Shri Radhe Maharaj.
महाराज को गार्डन फल तो फूल तो रहे
Yeah.
और रसमय रहे.
Yeah.
श्री जी के चरण में सदा भक्ति बढ़ती रहे.
The pain of separation that a Jata Prem devotee, that is a devotee whose love for Krishna has awakened, feels is very intense. No doubt.
You see, this is the feeling. Again,
When
from the after that, from first.
before, during a transcendental vision, Sri Raghunath in Svarupa Vesh hangs disc-shaped hairpins above Srimati's ears, and now he proceeds by placing a musk drop on her chin.
Yeah. The manjari hairpin is also black. Reminding to putting a hairpin in the hair means hair is black and the pin is black about the black. Sham. That your hair pin I'm putting to remind you about this black sham. And again putting in the cheek that musk black, to remind again to the sham.
Everything is reminding of Shyamakunda.
Shyam.
Every little movement, every little service.
Yeah. Because my Swami is in viraha, in the separation without Shyam. So if I will remind and he will think for Shyam, then she will think very close, viraha will go. So to remind this, they put the black hair, black pin. It's more meditation, deep meditation.
And when that vision disappears, Raghunath Das laments.
And when this vision disappears, when it come out from the bodily consciousness, then it disappears. In Sarup consciousness is a differently his feeling. But when he come in bodily consciousness, then this feeling is disappeared. Yeah.
The pain of separation that a Jata Prem devotee, a devotee whose love for Krishna has awakened, feels is very intense.
Only who can feel intense? Who has a love for Swami. And Swami feeling and love for Krishna. There are two types of feeling. One is the Swami, what feeling in separation of Krishna. And one, they feel that Krishna is how feeling without Swami. Two types of that. How they are feeling without each other.
But Srila Raghunath Das Goswami is in the kingdom of Mahabhav. That is even far beyond that. Only awakened state of love of Krishna.
And Raghunath Das Goswami is in Mahabhav. Why? Mahabhav she is not, but she is in Mahabhav, in the same feeling of Radhika she has. This is Mahabhav.
My God, it's a double separation, Gurudev.
Means Radhika, what she is feeling, that Raghunath Das Goswami is also feeling like that. Because she is Radhika Das. She is the maid servant of Radhika. What is the beauty of taking ashraya of Radhika? That to feel the same feeling what she is feeling. This is the beauty. To be a close of sound, to be always to feel that shelter in our life. The same feeling. Like you live with someone, the same feeling you can understand of the person. Why? Because you are close and you can feel that vibration in that. So Raghunath Das Goswami is feeling what Radhika is feeling. And Radhika is feeling what my Raghunath wants. Both each other they feel each other because of the closeness. Go on.
When the devotee reaches the state of rati, he gets visions of the Lord's forms and qualities, and
when the devotee reach to the
stage of Rati.
Rati. Rati means lusty, spiritual desire.
Intense attachment.
Intense attachment. Sri Guru Charana Rati. Rati means nothing I see without you.
श्रृंगार को बीज रति स्थायी भाव.
Rati is important. Intense Rati will come, then you can see. Any diversion will not, you can see, my dear. Anything might divert my mind with any other subject, then there is no Rati.
So when the devotee reaches the stage of Rati, he gets visions of the Lord's form and qualities. And he experiences great transcendental ecstasy.
He see the vision, he has the vision to see because of the Rati. Attachment is so intense that I can feel you. I can feel you, my dear Swami, and I can feel your lover also. Because I have intense Rati, intenseness. I want to stop this, but I cannot stop. Yeah, that is divine. Chakshudan diloje janme Prabhu says. Divya Gyan. What about Divya Gyan? That is the divine knowledge. Is the prakash. Prem bhakti jaha hote avidya vinasya. When prema bhakti will come in our life, all ignorance, avidya, automatic will go off. Prem bhakti not coming, nothing can happen. Divya Gyan Hridaya Prakashita. Mane Divya Gyan, you enlighten me with the divine knowledge. To see it so details deep in the subject. Yeah.
But when the stage of prem is attained, there is not so much bliss felt from perceiving the Lord's form in a spurti anymore.
Again?
But when the stage of prem is attained, there's not so much bliss felt from perceiving the Lord's form in a spurti anymore. Why? The mind then becomes greedy after something even more special. That is the attainment of the Lord's direct darshan.
Prem can bring you for darshan. Rati will bring you
Hridaya prakashito.
divine knowledge.
Some opening and some
Opening your heart,
spurtis.
spurtis, sometimes we come and go. But when prema will come, you see face by face. You touch, you feel, you talk. You can meet, you can serve. Everything. How intense love is there. One is Rati, One is prem. Yeah.
Sri Raghunath Das is on the level of Mahabhav. So his heart is always filled with great eagerness to see the Lord directly. Between sporty visions and sakshat darshan, directly seeing, there is one medium stage which is called sakshatkara kalpa or vispurti, a more vivid kind of spurti.
Different type of surprise feeling. Spurti means a surprise feeling. Divine, different type of realizations. So first is rati. When intense attachment comes, then spurti comes. And when spurti comes, different type of divine inspiration and realization is spurti is coming. And after that, it is come a stage of the love. Because of this spurti and this, it become more close. And then I see face to face.
Sakshat darshan, direct.
Sakshat. Start living in your sarupa. Rati to live in the sarup also is a rati required. Greed is a rati. Most highest greed is a rati. And the greed when start is a greed. But when the greed becomes intense, it becomes rati.
All the transcendental visions of Sri Raghunath Das are in that category. Both in his external consciousness and during transcendental visions, he is focused on Sri Radha's lotus feet.
Always. In sadhak deha or siddha deha, every moment he is fixed there. There is no any moment when he is out of that.
Wherever there is full surrender, there can be no question of a division of interests.
Interest, division, no. Division, interest, not possible. Understand?
The perfection of prem cannot be attained by thinking, I will give something to my body and my family, and the rest I will give to my beloved deity.
Yeah.
Everything must be surrendered to the lotus feet of the beloved deity.
Yeah. Yes.
Srila Narottam Das Thakur is crying, O Lord, I did not worship you without hidden motives. If there are any other motives in the heart, it is called deceitfulness. Without being free from ulterior motives, the prem sadhana cannot be done. The desire for distinction is a great enemy of the aspirant.
Desire of?
Distinction. I want to be recognized as somebody special. Even a person who has renounced everything may desire to touch the stool of the desire for distinction. I am a great scholar. I am very qualified. I am very wise. I am absorbed in bhajan. I am very famous. I will lord it over everyone and thus become very happy. These desires are called pratishtasha, or the desire for distinction. And there is no greater obstacle to the development of devotion than that. This desire is like a band of pirates that enters the boat of sadhana and plunders it and dragging it down. In his Mana Shiksha, teachings for the mind, Sri Raghunath Das is praying, O mind, the shameless, dog-eating woman of the desire for prestige, distinction and position is dancing in my heart. How can pure, beautiful love of God ever touch it then? Therefore always serve the matchless leading devotees who are dear to the Lord. So this can be quickly chased out of the heart and love of God may enter.
Yeah.
Unequivocal, also undivided surrender cannot take place when we keep on pulling between different interests. I am Sri Radha's maidservant. I don't have a relationship with anyone else. This kind of loyalty will awaken in the heart of a pure, independent devotee. Sri Raghunath Das falls on the bank of Radhakunda and weeps. What to do and how to become Sri Radharani's beloved, that must be learned from the Acharyas. Tulasi is now in the kingdom of the Leela. Holding a cup with musk in her left hand and a brush in her right hand, she stands before Swamini, wearing her leftover glistening blue sari. Swamini mercifully gave her the sari because she was very much satisfied with Tulsi's service. How beautiful she looks in this.
ये हमारा संचारी पे और उद्दीपन पे नहीं बोलने रति के ऊपर तो हमारा तो प्रभाव अनुभाव संचारी उद्दीपन आलम्बन
ये उस पर नहीं,
सबको समझ में लाना पर है.
Seeing Swamini's playful eyebrows and eyes, Tulsi calls her Mriga Shavakshi, fawn-eyed girl. Fawn-eyed girl, Mriga Shavakshi. I think she looks like a deer, na? The eyes are like a deer. Mriga.
deer always searching the smell of kasturi. So Mriga means who always come searching to the smell of kasturi, that means Mriga. And this smell is coming from the navel of the Mriga himself, but he searched in the forest. So Radhika is always in the heart of Krishna, but she is Mriga Savakshi, means she is also behaving like a Mriga, searching in the other places. But Radhika, where the Radhika, Krishna is always there in heart, and sees. So her eyes today become Mriga Savaks.
Tulsi Manjari holds the cup with the fragrant musk close to Swamini's nose so that she will remember Krishna's bodily fragrance. And her eyes that extend her ears move around restlessly. Swamini then asks Tulasi, Where does that fragrance come from? I understand that my Priyatam is coming. The fragrance of Krishna's body defeats that of a blue lotus flower anointed with musk. This fragrance pervades all the 14 worlds and attracts everyone, blinding the eyes of the girls. Oh Saki, Krishna's fragrance maddens the world. It enters the woman's nostrils and always remains sitting there, holding them and taking them to Krishna. It steals the bodies and minds of women and makes their nose twirl. The women of the world become like mad women whose braids and girdles loosen of agitation. That's how the highwayman of Krishna's bodily fragrance is. Srimati is agitated by smelling the musk, and she shows many sweet emotions through the expressions on her face and in her eyes. Tulsi then says, "Oh, fawn-eyed girl, he who becomes agitated from the smell of this musk has not come." Hearing that he has not come, Swamini becomes upset, and it is as if her heart breaks. But Tulsi makes Shyam appear in the form of the musk drop on her chin. And she says, "You know what this chin of yours is? It is the temple of Mukunda's bliss. He frees you from whatever you have, and that's why he is Mukunda." Hearing this, Swamini is overwhelmed, and she sits still so that Tulsi catches her opportunity and puts the musk drop on her chin. How wonderfully this musk drop blazes there, shining, like a baby black bee drinking honey from a golden lotus flower. Tulsi says, "He, Krishna, is black, and the drop is also black. This drop has now attained his rightful place. Krishna will become jealous of this drop. The owner of the temple will come and fade that drop out by kissing your chin. And that's exactly what I want." Being fully surrendered to her, the maidservants know exactly what is on Swamini's Mahabhava mind, and they serve her accordingly. By Swamini's grace, they know exactly what she needs. I call myself a maidservant, but still Swamini does not respond to me. As soon as my mind and my heart become qualified, she will certainly respond. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I'm crying for her day and night. Can merciful Swamini remain silent, although she sees me in this condition? Raghunath Das Goswami wept day and night. His body and mind were burning, and his body was grey by dust. He had gone blind from fasting, and his body that fell to him like a burden was burning in the fire of separation. Although we may repeat the words of the Acharyas, our prayers to Swamini's lotus feet must become pure. And there seems to be no practice more delightful than this. Those who want to make their bhajan a successful, must depend on this Vani, these great words. Each syllable crystallizes one pointed loyalty to Radha's lotus feet.
What is the song?
It is from Pada Kalpataru. Kande gosai ratri dine puri yai thano mane kshane anga dula yadu shara chakshu anda anahara appanara deha bhara vira he hoilu jara jara. Tulsi lovingly makes many jokes while putting the musk drop on Swamini's chin. This drop makes the natural beauty of Sri Radhika's face even more brilliant. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes in his Krishna Bhavanamrita, this blue drop is like the full moon rising from an ocean of sweetness. Seeing this, Krishna will consider it to be a seal and declaring to be his. And he will personally come to rejoice in experiencing its flavor again and again. Tulsi brings strong emotions into Swamini's heart.
Yeah.
Blessed is her expertise in devotional service. How many memories of different pastimes doesn't Tulasi awaken in Swamini's heart? When she holds Swamini's chin, she suddenly doesn't get anything anymore and her heart immerses in an ocean of love and separation. As she anxiously laments, to whom shall I give this musk drop now? Shri Haripad Sheila sings, O Mrigakshi, four-night girl, O worshipper of Shri Govinda's play, when will I put a glistening musk drop on your chin that is like a divine temple of bliss, so that your face will become as beautiful as the moon with all its 16 digits?
16 digits is Mahamantra.
Ah.
And this is Mahamantra. Krishna, the black drop will come. She keep there.
My Guru.
Swami chick is there and black drop is coming from outside. That means 16 syllables. In beginning, Hare Krishna. Krishna is coming from outside. And is a covering. Covering. Chick is covering to this black drop. It's all meeting.
So this is another meeting, Gurudev.
Meeting, no. Meeting means Radha and Krishna meeting is the Mahamantra. Mane chick is there and the musk drop is small. So the big area is whose area? Radhika, chick area. And Krishna is inside. Becomes small. So black and golden always together. And the Manjari is also creating more and more rati and prem to Radhika by doing this. And we have to develop also greed, intense greed is rati. Greed is one thing and intense greed is rati. When intense greed will come, then spurti will come. And when spurti will come, then more prem we will start. And when prem will come, then it will be no distance, sakshat, in the front. Face to face. We become face to face, very close. Without prem, not closeness. Prem means devotional, love in action. When love starts moving, that is devotion. That is devotion. When love is in action, in activity. Rag Bhakti without greed is not working because we not need only greed, we need intense greed to create a spurti. A spurti means realizations.
Flash, no?
Flash of realization. Surprise, what I know a dream is happening. That is a spurti. Spurti cannot come without peace. Intense greed can make you peaceful. When there is no intense greed, mind will not become peaceful. Because I have so many greeds, so many desires to do. I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. So intenseness is not there for one point. So spurti is not coming. Intense greed is not there. Chanchala, mind is chanchala. Sometimes something, sometimes. Yeah.
दोनों रस महाराज ये स्वतंत्र है, इधर श्रृंगार उधर भक्ति। भक्ति को स्थायी भाव प्रेम, विशुद्ध प्रेम, और श्रृंगार को स्थायी भाव महाराज रति। और इनके अनुभाव विभाव संचारी आपके आचार्य ने सब विचार करिए।
जय हो।
अनुभाव हुआ है, विभाव हुआ है, संचारी हुआ है, उद्दीपन हुए, आलम्बन हुए, बड़े रसग्रंथ लिखे हैं आपके आचार्य ने।
अभी बात ये हो रही है महाराज
जी
कि जब तक रति ना होए,
क्या कहने
तब तक स्फूर्ति ना हो।
बीज में होगा तो फल कहाँ से आवेगा वृक्ष में?
जब रति हो जाए तब स्फूर्ति आवे।
तब आवेगी।
रति जब तक ना होएगो तो मन ही स्थिर ना होगी,
ना होगा।
और जब मन ही स्थिर ना होएगो तो स्फूर्ति कैसे होगा?
उज्जवल नीलमणि कार आपके भाव को लक्षण कर रही है। निर्विकार के चित्ते, निर्विकार चित्त में जो प्रथम विक्रिया है वही को नाम भाव है। चित्त जो है
So, without making mind peaceful is not possible. Like you go to one place, there is the water. You can see your face there. But take one stone and throw the stone on the water. Then water will start moving and try to see your face. No, you cannot see. Why? Because it's not peaceful. So we cannot see because I am not peaceful. That's the point. And why not peaceful? Because we are intense greed is not there. So many things to do. So one pointed decision is not there. Greed is there, but I have so many subjects to do in life. So I am not serious in one pointed. I have no desire for one subject. I have many subjects to do. I have my family, I have my partner, I have my friend, I have my house, I have my car, I have my this, I have my this. So these areas make me diversions for greed. And intense greed means I become so fixed that other desire become over. No other desire. Or I make the organize in different way that are not disturbed to me. I don't want to put my energy in other subjects because I want to bring this in intense greed to realize something. This is the dhyana also. Dhyana stage, spurti is coming and realization is coming.
बीज शुद्ध होना चाहिए महाराज, तो फल आवे वो। बीज में गड़बड़ी आई जाएगी जीव के में, तो फिर वो स्थायी भाव फलात्मक नहीं बनेगा।
So he is telling the seed, if it is not good seed and you plant that seed, then how the fruits will be beautiful. So the thing is this, the seed, basic seed is my understanding of my realization, where I stand, where I am. My seed is planted in the mountains or in the fertile land. The mountains are my material body. I put seed in my material consciousness or in my spiritual body to get the sarup, then from that way greed can come. If I put the seed in the mountain, then fruit will not come. And what is the mountain? Mountain is my material body.
निर्विकार के चित्ते प्रथम विक्रिया आवह इति काल कथ्यते। लीलमणिकार कह रहे महाराज। क्योंकि बीज भाव जो है स्थायी भाव वो मनोवृत्ति धर्म है।
वृत्ति मनोवृत्ति
The circle of the mind, where the mind is fixed.
Mind and heart together with agreement. Mind and heart never in agreement. You see, the real conflict is in my mind and my heart. My heart says something and my mind says something. This is not conflict.
स आत्मा मानसीना जनानाम, ये उपनिषद है महाराज। विठल नाथ जी कह रही है कि मनोवृत्ति है और आत्मवृत्ति है।
Yeah. So mind has to be in agreement with my heart. पीठ करके ठाकुर जी को नहीं बैठा दे।
हाँ बेटा पीठ मत दे,
समझ गया? So mind and heart has to be in agreement. That has to always check, my dear. And mind is why creating conflict inside me. Why he want to disturb? This is the disturbance. When mind is not in agreement of my heart and my intelligence here, this is the conflict.
भाव शुद्ध ना हो वो तो अंकुरित ना हो वो बीज। प्रहलाद जी कह रही है भाव ही रंकुरितम।
So mind has to be in agreement. Because when mind and heart is in agreement, then feeling can come. When inner fight is there, then there is conflict. समझे? मेरा मन अंग्रेजी समझ रहे हो? अच्छा, तो conflict, when there is a conflict, is like a water, you throw the stone. In the water, how you can see the fish? It's a conflict. Dazzling. Then you have to wait till the water not become
Still clear.
Clear. That is the period of the time giving. And putting the seed, I put one seed in that mountain. Take one seed and put in the stones. Phalayega, big tree will come, plant will come. So, why? Because this is not fertile. It's not giving. My material body, my senses, they are not fertile. It's like a stone. It will not give. So we are so materially conscious, we want to put all mercy. Seed is the mercy of the Mahatmas. So we put in this material stones. So how this will work? Kripa to barasti hai. Mercy is coming, but we put in the stone.
It cannot develop, no?
It cannot develop. A seed is waiting when fertile, some fertilizer and some earth will come near to me, then I will produce.
Putting water on the stone every day.
Nothing happened. So where is the fertile area?
Heart.
Heart is the fertile area. Spurti will come, prem will come, heart is giving prem. And his senses give love, and senses only wanting joy, never give love, not service. His nature is to enjoy, self-enjoy, my interest. Because it's not fertile, it's a stone. We have to be cautious what to do, how to move in our spiritual life. We need rati intensely, not greed only one pointed intensely. Why? For spurti, for self-realization. Without unconditional, I feel some realization. Surprising realization. That we need. That we need in life. Give more asana.
आओ की महाराज विठलनाथ जी 7 अवस्था मान रही है।
राधे राधे। कैसे हो?
फोन किया था मेरे पास आने वाली
जैसे वृक्ष की 7 अवस्था है ना माने अंकुर, कंदल, शाखा, पल्लव, कलिका, प्रसून और फल, ऐसे ही भाव, प्रेम, प्रणय, स्नेह, राग, अनुराग, व्यसन और फल। सातों अवस्था
उतना डिटेल, उतना ज्यादा नहीं बात करना है, कोई पंडिताई नहीं है भैया। यहाँ पर वो चल रहा है विषय दूसरों।
बहुत गंभीर है आपको।
अब इनके लाइन की व्याख्या हमको करने पड़े। चलो रीड।
Srila Narottam Das Thakur is crying, "Oh Lord, I did not worship you without being free from any motives."
That is the problem. I am not free. How greed will come. Understand? This material world always catching me to not to be free. Some people come to me, say about bhajan. I say, first you balance your material thing. Why? Because you are not free, I see that. And when you are not free, how you will do bhajan? You see? Narottam Das Thakur is telling, you are not free. You come but you are not free. You are holding many things. And you don't know even how to break this bundle means not one stick is there. You make so many sticks that it becomes 50 sticks in that bundle. 50 problems added together one time. And you don't know how to break it. Then how are people can be free? To become free, he has to throw it out, this bundle, and he don't want to throw it out because this is his whole wealth. If he will throw it out, then he has nothing. One rich guy, Isradhar Maharaj is writing that he has a nice family, nice children, nice house, and he's living, but he got the wrong way of society. And he started smoking marijuana and ganja and some smoking. And this way, he becomes so crazy that he forget his home. So he started living in one park. He left his town and he went to the one park. And he has one cloth. And he started collecting the garbage there. Somebody drink Coca-Cola, Fanta, this, that. He collects all this and the papers, what is outside in the park, he collect and clean and he stock it. And one day his friend come there in that park. He said, "What are you doing here?" He said, "Who are you?" He said, "I'm your old friend. Are your family, your children, your wife is searching you, and you are here?" I have no family. Why you want to steal my property? Why, where is your property? You see this, one is the stone, all my boxes is my property and all notes on it. In one, papers is my notes and this is my all material. Television, sofa set, chair, everything is in one pile. 2 boxes are I stock it, and you want to take it there. I will not leave this. He said, "Arey, he become crazy." He hold him and bring to doctor. Then doctor gives some medicine, then he come down. Because he forget that he has anything. So we forget in collecting of paper and the garbage that we have something more than us. So really, we not come to this for this. By mistake, we create greed to collect this garbage.
If there are any other motives within the heart, then it is called deceitfulness.
Any motive other than one pointed, then is not greed, is there. Deceiving myself. Wow.
Without being free from ulterior motives, the prem sadhana cannot be done.
Jaho. Any prem sadhana, you have to come from your wrong motivation. Then you can say. There are 2 types of love, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you very much. This is American love. If you don't say I love you in 1 week, she will divorce you. Same thing telling divorce. Yeah, I see from my eye. 10, 15 days the husband is not telling I love you, the wife divorce. Why? You are not fit for me. And the bechara husband, he don't know this culture, that what I cook for you, clean your house, that is no meaning, but I have to say I love to you. This is one culture. And devotion means I don't say, but I am devoted. My action is only in love with you. That is the real love. By devotion, what happening is the real. I don't know, I surprised when somebody say about devotee, they become very burned out. Oh, this is only Krishna devotee or any devotion, any circumstances can happen. Yeah? Love in action. And this practice not only for Krishna, any circumstances when you do, that is only for Krishna will happen. By meditating that what I do for Krishna or what your behavior will become like this, Krishna will be there. You think do for others, Krishna will come to enjoy that. Because he only wants love. You do for individual, but Krishna will say, no, this is for me. I will come and steal this. This is his stealing. You steal only love. So love in action and no diversion in that is important. You have to check other motivation in that love, your family, any other item is also disturbance. Also disturbance. One pointed we have to bring our mind. Yes. Go ahead.
स्थाई भाव की चर्चा है ये जम के मारा
अरे भैया कछु ना है
The desire for distinction is a great enemy for the sadhaka.
वाह महाराज बीज भाव बिना लाया में फल जय हो राधा माधव
Jai Radha Maha.
Mohan.
Gurudev, so I want to recall a little bit, because you say at the same time we should do all our duties, but at the same time we should not be, having any hidden motives. So how, from what I understand is that we do everything, but we do it for our Ishta, we do it for our Swamini, because in every living entity and in every circumstance we see her.
There is two circles.
Yes.
One is I fixed one point, then I see other.
Yes.
From you all relation is there. Right? Is more easy. And when difficulty is this, that I don't believe you.
When I have no faith.
Because I have some problem. Without of faith, without of bad association, or without of other thing. But my love will be in action when I will practice to the Bhagavad Gita 13-14, all the behaviors like this. That is love in action. 13-14, practice of 13-14 is devotion.
12th chapter, verse 13-14.
14 is a devotion. Devotional practice starts from 12th chapter, 13-14. Devotion means that. When this natural comes to you, without you believe in Krishna, Krishna himself say, I will say you are my dear. I will say, you not need to say to me. I will say you are my dear and I will catch you. See this Bhagavad Gita 13:14. You don't develop faith. You have no istanistha, but you do that devotional practice. He will say that this is I, you are my dear. Krishna is telling you are my dear. Before devotee, that is the great thing. You are my dear. But devotion is important. What devotion? What is written in 13:14. No envy. Kind-hearted everyone. Never think that you are a boss. You have no belief in Krishna, but Krishna will make you believe. Like in India they say, I'm a bad woman. My nature is prostitute nature. I want to visit to many men. But it's the power of my husband that he can make me controlled by his Shakti. Right or not? So Krishna has a power. If you have a devotion, he will control you and he will put love in your heart. He will send his own person to penetrate this divine love and sweetness, but we have to do the devotional practice. He will do and it will not become devotion. I have to do for myself.
Can I repeat this, Gurudev? Because I think it's a very big point you are making.
Yeah.
Krishna is saying that, you do the devotional practice, you are practicing in this way what I recommend, and I sent one of my persons. That means I sent my Radhikas Dasis in this world, and they will put their Shakti, their love in you, and they will put all their devotional service and their expertise in you if you only try to practice this service.
Yeah.
Right? And then it will be complete.
All set. But it should be for every living being.
For every living being.
Yeah, devotion. Not only in temple or outside, not. Only tilak I will see that I will devotee and no other. All living beings.
It should be for all living beings, not only for those in the temple or those who are having a tilak. All living beings should receive this unconditional love.
You see the practice? There are many devotees like Prabhupada you see. San Francis is also there because he is near to you. But Prabhupada you see. Bhakti Baba Puri Maharaj you see. Narayan Maharaj you see. How much he become angry, I see this. And how much he has the love, I see this.
Maharaj, one time Vinod Baba told, until you don't have this vision, you cannot do bhajan.
You see? That how comes by his mouth? How is it?
Until you don't love everybody.
Nobody. This is has to see all Vaishnavas. Vrindavan Vasi Jato Vaishnavagan, all Vaishnavas, I have to be respected. Every living being.
Jai Ho.
This I am telling you not for knowledge, what I say, this is for practice. So this is difficult thing. Honest. Because for mind, listening is a good thing, because I have nothing to do with that. I listen and I will forget. But what I say, some points, only to practice. Without practice, no change will come. God. Understand or not? It's not simple.
Sounds simple, yeah.
Very simple. Only one thing is a simple thing, that is devotion.
Repeat, Maharaj, please, microphone.
Only one thing is the simplest thing, and that is devotion. Only one thing. In the whole world, anything is the simplest thing is a devotion.
Yeah.
You see? But problem happened what? That we never do in my previous life devotion. So it's difficult now to do. All my dealings was non-devotional. So now new thing has to do is a new subject. But nature is devotion. When I born, mother devotion I know. See in my life, how mother was devoted to the babies. She don't know baby, only mother. And mother don't know only baby. It's not devotion. Two unknown couple meet each other and they become friends. And this friendship become more close and more close. This is not devotion. And it become at one point like so closeness that we want to do everything for each other. Is not devotion? What is devotion? Only what you worship in temple, that is devotion. Every action can be a devotion. Whole your behavior can be devoted. Or not? Maybe I don't know you, but devotion, because of my devotion, Krishna will say you are my dear, and he will come to catch your heart. But if my behavior is not like this, and I am only one pointed with Krishna, meditating, and only my devotion up to temple and up to temple in the front of Radha Mohan, and I don't see his parikar, all his family or any different living being, that way is not devotion. I am nowhere. I have to see every individual with that eyes. Then Radha Mohan will accept me that, okay, you become my devotee. Right or not? Feel it? This is my totally wrong conception. Only temple is the place to do devotion, and other place I will fight with others and criticize to others. Prabhupada said temple is the place, school, to learn to do with every individual soul. Schooling time.
And then practice.
Practice with all living beings, because Krishna is living in the heart of every living being. Where he is not there. God is in all living being heart. You see the life of Jesus. He was loved with his father or not. And his all action with anyone, how is his behavior? All his devotion, all his behavior shows the devotion for his father. He shows or not? I see it like devotion. Every action he is doing for his father, and he is looking everyone like his friend or brother and sister. He connects with every living being with the Father. This is devotion. Understand? Yes. And when this start happening, my all bad habits will go out. All my bad things will be automatic. Without knowing, it will remove. My many desires will become only one desire. Because of our misconception, we don't understand the reality. Aja, you see, Bhagavad Gita, 12th chapter is for what? What chapter name? Devotional practice. And second and first chapter for what?
Oh my God, what is the name?
Karma Yoga.
This is the third chapter, but the first one is Kurukshetra and Dharmakshetra.
Second chapter? Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga. Only I want to know this.
Different kind of yogas.
But we never try to know the Bhakti Yoga. And the easiest thing is Bhakti Yoga. What I will do the karma yoga I get knowledge, but bhakti will change all karma jnana differently. Bhakti is the only way. Radhe Radhe Go